Brainly Beyond introduce you to 8 characteristics someone with a malicious intent has. Even in ancient Greek mythology, people have been drawn to the concept of evil. This astonishment is still felt today. Despite the fact that the majority of people's interest in this area is for scary stories, it may be utilized for other things as well. Take part in the action in the real world as well. Existence evil-hearted is a state of mind, not just a poor personality trait, that infects one's entire being. And we're probably surrounded by people who are hiding their darker aspects, putting us at risk. As a result, being able to recognize the signs of a wicked heart is vital in order to avoid being fooled. Taken advantage of by someone with shady motives. Number 1. Manipulative, power-hungry, and always looking for more evil people are frequently dishonest in their actions because it allows them to conceal their true motivations. Additionally, as a result, putting your faith in them is risky since they will use whatever means necessary to achieve their goals. What they want is an unhealthy fixation with something is one of the most striking features of a cruel person. They wield authority over others, which causes them to exert influence over people in their immediate proximity. It's not unheard of for someone with a malevolent personality to try to worm their way into a position of power, where they can gain access to resources or people in positions of power in order to profit from those circumstances as a weapon against those they have authority over. Number 2. A volatile and unpredictable environment. A bad temper is often indicative of a bad heart, which may be extremely harmful in any situation. Intended towards someone else, a person with a wicked disposition will be readily agitated by the tiniest of triggers, and will have no qualms about expressing their rage by striking or yelling at others. They may also look for ways to hurt others in order to feel a sense of superiority or power over themselves. Third on the list is the inability to empathize with other living species. If someone acts cruelly on purpose, or even if they don't appear to be affected by it, we can presume they are cruel. Keep your eyes peeled for further information. This implies that something major is taking place within their hearts. When someone lacks empathy, they are unconcerned about the problems or concerns of others. A person's ability to form positive relationships can be hampered by the type of behavior described below. Love, camaraderie, and reliability, for example, would otherwise be available to them. Every situation demands some measure of empathy. The fourth is a vengeful individual. One of the most heinous characteristics a person may possess is vengefulness. A person seeking vengeance believes that because they have been wronged, they have earned the right to punish others. They believe incorrectly that by making the other person suffer, they would be able to relieve their own suffering. This line of reasoning suggests not only that a person is willing to engage in immoral activity, but also that he or she has an evil heart, to do harm to another person, as well as to demonstrate that they are careless about the consequences of their actions. They only care about exacting vengeance on those they believe have wronged them. The sixth sin is being selfish, greedy, and materialistic. An evil heart is defined by egoism, materialism, and greed, to name a few qualities. When it comes to their own personal benefit, people like this are usually the most ambitious and selfish. They will use any means necessary to get what they desire, no matter how unpleasant they are. Several individuals are solely preoccupied with themselves and their pursuit of personal fortune, and they are unconcerned with everything else. In the sake of the greater benefit of society or the environment, envy and jealousy are the sixth and seventh most common emotions, respectively. Envy and jealousy are two sides of the same coin, and the two emotions can be very harmful when combined. Jealousy is the fear that a person feels when they witness someone else have something they want. Someone will take what they have in their grasp. Those who harbor animosity in their hearts will do everything in their power to undermine your accomplishments and happiness in life. They despise the idea that others succeed despite their own shortcomings. They don't have room in their hearts for love or compassion, so they prefer to share what they do have. Rather of taking a step back and enabling them to be at ease in their own flesh, take a step back and enable them to be comfortable in their own skin. A two-faced cheater and liar occupies the seventh slot. Someone with a bad temper will lie to you and steal from you without a second thought. A quick glance, they have no regret for what they have done and will never apologize as a result. First and foremost, you should not assume they are guilty of anything. Their ambiguous demeanor gives the impression that they are a morally upright person from the outside. They are, on the other hand, actively working behind closed doors to injure others in whatever way they can. Taking pleasure in others' misfortune is the eighth sin. Those who take pleasure in other people's suffering almost invariably have nefarious motives. Whether it's a single person's injury or a wide-scale event involving a large number of people, a person with a wicked heart may find joy in their situation, which may include poverty and conflict. People copy others' behavior simply to amuse themselves or to give the appearance that it is their own. The standard of living has improved. In any case, these people enjoy seeing other people suffer, regardless of the circumstances. They don't care if it's well-deserved or not, as long as it's handed to someone else. As you can see, a person with malice in their heart deliberately does harm to others. It's vital to realize that this does not apply to the great majority of people, are just exploited when they are vulnerable or tempted. Regardless, it's vital to be aware of these characteristics in others and to learn how to spot them in yourself. To prevent being overly friendly with people like them, you should get to know them early on. What are your opinions on the subject? Do any of these characteristics ring true for you or someone you know? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media if you liked it, so that we can all benefit from it and I can continue to produce them. Click the subscribe button and the notification bell button to be notified of new videos like this one. Also, make sure to take a look at some of our other videos on the channel. We appreciate your willingness to watch.